Alright guys, so I am here with my review of MTV's The Challenge Battle of the Seasons Episode 2 review. And this episode here really established Frank as, I guess, the main villain of this season. He starts off by saying he's going to run the show. And after seeing this, as crazy as it sounds, it made me want to see Johnny and Evan on the show. Just to show him how because these guys at this point, they're like master manipulators at this game. Evan, Johnny, Wes, well, not Wes so much, but Evan, Johnny, and Kenny. And just seeing Frank like go in there as the rookie and trying to screw over the vets and everything just kind of made me want to see those guys back on the show. But I'm still glad there's new people in this, rather than the same old thing every time. But anyways, the first challenge is oil wrestling. So they got this big pit of oil, and you have to put two people in there. So they got two guys in there. They got to push each other outside past this red line. Whatever. They got to get these like puzzle pieces, and the teams rotate, and then you pick who else goes in. So Cancun and San Diego realized that if we just keep putting each other in and working together and rig the challenge, so they're basically throwing the game so San Diego can win and then Cancun will be safe. And I guess that's a pretty smart idea, but Sarah catches on pretty quick. So the rest of the teams kind of do the same thing. They start to throw it, and then TJ is just watching these guys throw the game, and he's disappointed because it's not entertaining TV anymore. And that's all they care about is they want, entertainment, drama, and suspense. And because these teams are just throwing the game, they're really not going to get that. So TJ was kind of pissed off, and he does that. He would always say that when people would throw challenges in the past, he'd be like, oh, that's the type of competitor you want to be. And man, nobody cares about that crap. They just want to win. These people don't care about honor. But anyway, so it comes down to St. Thomas and Austin. And I really wanted St. Thomas to win this because they were fighting. They didn't have an alliance. They weren't throwing the games. And they were fighting really hard to get those puzzle pieces. So it comes down to Melinda and Laura. And Melinda's representing Austin, of course. And Laura beats her. She actually forces Melinda, I don't even know how, she grabs her arm and then drags it over the red line. And this, I don't know what happened here because I'm thinking with all that oil, it's going to be really tough to pull someone's arm over there. And they were saying, oh, Melinda fought really hard, but how hard could she have fought if she was able to get, dragged past the line? So anyway, let's see here. So it's going to be real world Austin, since they're in last place, versus whoever San Diego and Frank, pretty much Frank, wants to put in there. Because he's the mastermind behind this entire thing. So he's doing the interviews, trying to figure out who he's going to send into eliminations. And he brings over St. Thomas, and Trey doesn't want to play ball with Frank. Frank actually made a good point. He's saying, I'm trying to get some new people in this season. As rookies, we should stick together. Let's get rid of the vets instead of them always getting rid of us first. And that is a good point. I can see that. But Trey, for some reason, doesn't want to play ball. He's got no alliance. St. Thomas, his team members are getting pissed because they want to form an alliance with someone. And I don't know. I kind of think this is good because Frank ends up sending in fresh meat against Austin. And they kind of made you think he was going to send St. Thomas in just because he's pissed. But because they're rookies, it's kind of like they're under the radar right now. And the other rookies don't want to send him in. And the vets don't really care about him because now they're pissed at San Diego. So I actually think the way Trey is playing this game by not really playing the game is actually going to end up helping St. Thomas. So they go dancing at a nightclub, and to me it looked like, how do you say this girl's name? Jonah? She's the one flirting with Zach. It looks to me like she's getting played. She's saying, oh, I want to be with you outside of the game and all this stuff, and I think he's just saying whatever she wants to hear. So fresh meat gets voted in, and the challenge is going to be endurance. Fresh meat can't decide who to send into the elimination, so it's up to San Diego. And when they find out that's up to San Diego, Zach, I can't remember who else is on San Diego's team, but they all look at Frank. Like, he's the brains of the operation. They're like, San Diego, you got to pick. And they go, who are we going to send in, Frank? Tell us what to do. That's just what it looked like to me. So they decide to go with Camilla and Big Easy. Now, personally, I would keep Big Easy on Fresh Meat just to slow them down. Get rid of Brandon, get rid of Camilla, but keep Big Easy there because he is going to lose at every single challenge. And it just would make more sense. But they send in Big Easy and Camilla. Let me see here. It's not... Oh, Frank says it's referring to Danny and Melinda versus Big Easy and Camilla. He says it's not great versus just as bad. But Big Easy is pissed off he's got to go in. He doesn't feel he should go in since he took out one of the biggest players in challenge history with Wes. Big Easy got lucky, okay? Big Easy's all like, oh man, I took out Wes. I can't get a break for one night. You got to send me in again. Yes! You got lucky. You won a tackling challenge. You're like huge. And Wes is small. I mean, he's not small, but compared to Big Easy, he's small. And he had to go through your big ass. If it was any other challenge, you would have lost. It's just he got lucky with the one challenge that his size helped him with. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be the only challenge he's good at later on. Actually, I can't really say that because this endurance challenge, his size, his height, also helped him out. But Camilla's great. And I would like to see Fresh Meat win just because I would like to see Camilla win the money again. I think she's one of the most honest players in this game, and she seems like one of the nicest. So Fresh Meat, I would hope, wins the entire thing. As of right now. That's what I'm saying right now. So anyway, in the elimination, the endurance challenge, they have these big silver balls, and they got like this fence or something in between them, and they got a time limit, and they got to hit all these balls and knock them into the other team's, area. And at the end, once they ring the bell, whoever's team has the most balls on their side loses. So Austin loses. They get sent home. Danny and Melinda are gone, and Team Austin is no more. They're completely out of the challenge. And that's it. That was this week's episode. I don't really care that Austin's gone. It doesn't matter at this point. And I'm curious to see what they're going to do next week. They played up, in the preview for next week, they played up something like Alton and Sarah start a relationship. Trishelle gets jealous or something. I don't know. But I am interested to see where this goes with Frank as the villain right now, with the vets wanting to get rid of him. And San Diego just pissing people off. Cancun pissing people off. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, this was a pretty good episode this week, and I'm really liking this series so far. I wish I could watch them all in a row instead of having to wait every week, because I really get into it. But yeah, that's my review of this week's episode of the Challenge Battle of the Seasons. Hope you guys like this video. Leave your thoughts on this week's episode in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Bye.